Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. Another quick one this week just because I've finally moved, which is great, but there is still so much I need to do. So these will be quick ones again. I'm hoping. I have been going over time, so let's just see. But let's dive into this week's reading for you. Let's see what's going on for you, okay? Please Spirit, for the 12th to the 18th for Capricorns, let's get a couple of cards from this deck for the overall energy. What they need to hear the most right now for this week. All right, interesting. I like when the colors of the cards feel like they're the same. It feels like this is happening in the same space. So you flexible and peace, and both of these have an egg. I like this. It feels like a storyline. So when flexible comes up this week, you are being guided to bend with the wind. Okay, don't be rigid this week. Have an open mind. It's important to know that as long as you are secure in what it is that you're wanting out of a situation, it doesn't matter how it happens. As long as it happens, that's your priority. Because this is a card that represents a little bit of a storm coming, which represents change in the way that I read things, which is why it's asking for your flexibility here. And then we have peace, which is interesting. It brings in peace after maybe a little bit of chaos and change. So a lot could be happening this week, but by the end of it, there is peace here. The way I'm seeing this, there's two ways I want to say this. For some of you, there definitely could be some sort of reconciliation or a need to forgive something to bring peace to a situation, especially maybe in a home space or in your environment of some kind. Because the dove is extending the olive branch, which is about forgiveness and maybe communication from somebody who wants to bring in peace, which it could be good. But also the way I see it, because of the eggs, it feels like you're protecting a goal through some kind of change, and then you're letting it be. Because you're finding peace with the timing that it needs to happen. You're letting it go. There is a heavy like surrender coming through here, which is nice. It's not a bad energy at all. Right, let's see what else is happening for you guys to get a deeper message here. For Capricorns, please. 2. You have all tied up, which is interesting. That reminds me of the 8 of Swords, feeling a bit trapped or stuck in your circumstances. Let's see. And you have Daughter Romance. Could be potentially feeling stuck in a relationship. It's really important to make sure we're not like codependent on anybody. Make sure that you are able to have your independence, because that's why they're coming out together, but they don't need to be read together. So it depends on your situation, but clearly you're feeling quite stuck in a situation or maybe in some sort of problems. You're feeling tied up here. Just like the 8 of Swords, it gives me that energy. So the advice with that is come out the headspace. Maybe this is about surrendering to something, allowing something to unfold. What might be tying you up might be more of your own headspace than the actual situation. So it's important to allow something to subside to maybe make a decision, okay? Or maybe you're just going through one of those difficult situations where it's out of your control, but you have Daughter Romance coming through, which is good. Some of you could be deepening a current relationship with somebody or meeting somebody new if you're single. Let's see. For my lovely Capricorns, please just get 3 of these. Self-worth. You'll be focusing or called to focus on your self-worth this week. 2 more. Gratitude and despondence. That's an interesting one. Maybe that's why you're feeling tied up here. You're not quite happy with maybe how things are at the moment. Okay, I will mention these, right? So you might be stuck in your head a lot, and that might actually be more problematic because you're feeling tied up, but also you might not even, because you feel tied up and overwhelmed, it's kind of draining you of your energy and it's stopping you from even changing your circumstances. Well, for a lot of you, despondence is a reminder that we need to initiate change in order for change to happen. We can't complain about our current situation if we are not taking in control what we can take into our control. Of course, if there is nothing that you can do in a situation, then that is what it is. You're doing your best that you can, But despondence is a feeling of not being happy and yet not doing anything that might actually help you to be happy. With this card, it's like, okay, let's get out of bed, let's go brush our teeth, let's go have that shower, let's make ourselves feel good, let's go and do something that brings you some sort of joy in any way. Focus on each day as it comes and implement something that is going to help you boost your mood a little bit, or to make some kind of progress, making some kind of change. Maybe this is where they're asking for your flexibility here. You might need to push a little in order to get to a certain goal, because despondence is calling for your action here, but you're feeling tied up. That could be the mind. Some of you, I mean, I've definitely been through a phase like this where I don't want to do anything, but I also hate the way things are around me. So I'm like, I have to do something, you know, even when you don't have energy. So that's where I'm saying that that's where the push is. Something that might help you this week is gratitude. With despondence though, there might not be a lot around you that you feel super grateful for. So it's a really good time to maybe be a bit more mindful. And the things that you choose are just things that bring you a little bit of joy. The people that are around you, having gratitude for the people that you do have around you who do care for you, for the roof over your head, or for the meals that you have. Like, there is something that we can be grateful for. And self-worth. So focusing on your self-worth is important this week. This could be something that's making you feel all tied up. Maybe you don't feel worthy in some sort of way, and that might be blocking you. All right, a bit of imposter syndrome. Self-worth here in this card is those who see themselves as worthy is when the throne appears for them, but only they can see it. So it's kind of like that quote that comes in that says, like, whatever you believe you are, you're correct. Like, if you believe you're unworthy, then of course we're going to live the life of unworthiness, right? Because that's what you'll be settling for. But if you believe you're worthy, then you'll start to see what you're capable of achieving, and you actually start to put yourself in that position. Like, you'll be able to sit on that throne, you know? So I feel like for some of you, you might lack a little bit of goals at the moment, or again, feel unworthy of them. I want to say, sit on a damn throne, Capricorn. Maybe it's the peace that you need to have within yourself. Okay? Right, let's carry on. We got other cards for you today. Let's see, for my lovely Capricorns, please. Regret. Some of you might be holding on to regret. This is, I know that I cannot change the past. Is this what's making you tied up? You have balance coming through. The need to bring something into balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Two spirit animals, please. You have trust in the magic, which is very similar to that flexible and the peace card. It does feel like you're having to give something to the universe here. One more for Capricorn. Magic works through you. So that's so interesting. Interesting. And maybe this is where they're asking for your flexibility, which seems to kind of come all together, that they're asking for you to just come on, work with us a little bit. We know you're tired. We know you've done so much, but let's just be flexible with it. Don't be rigid with how you want things to happen, okay? You may want just things to just happen. The universe does everything or whatever. Of course, I'm speaking to Capricorns. You guys are all about hard work, so I get it. I want to say, sometimes you just have to show up to things and trust that you are, you know, the universe is calling you here for a reason. I'm feeling like a very fated situation where you're being guided to come outside your comfort zone a lot and allow the universe to work through you. It says, trust in the magic. Magic works through you. It's interesting. I'm being reminded of a quote that it never finishes the quote, but it gives me a hint of what it is. And it says something so write it down in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, so that other people can get clear message about it. But it's something like we all are a small part of the universe. So just as much as you are part of the universe is also like within you. You are within the universe is also within you. It's about really kind of respecting that magic that you do have. Let's see. Right, let's get an overall energy for the week for you, Capricorn. Let's get one card, please, to represent the overall energy. Temperance. They're asking for your patience, for your balance, for your harmony. Okay, ground yourself if you need to. Take a step off of the path if you need to rebalance. This is a really lovely card for taking a pit stop, and it's necessary to balance your feelings, your emotions, to tackle what's making you feel tied up. It does feel like it's a mental thing, like a self-belief kind of thing. So freeing yourself from that. When I say pit stop, it always reminds me of like the driving, you know, the races where they need to kind of come off, even if they don't need it. They know they need it for the long run. They take that time out to change the tires, to fill up things, whatever, very quickly, and then they go along the journey. I don't want you to be quick, but it's like sometimes we need a pit stop, because even if you don't feel like a lack of energy now, if you were to carry on, your fuel might run out. So it's about taking breaks when necessary, taking your time with things, balancing yourself when necessary, to make sure that you are 100% as you move forward. So maybe that's why balance is coming in. Let's see your energy for the week. Your overall energy for the week, Capricorn. You have the Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the Tower. Now this is interesting because this is coming up in your energy, an energy to represent you. So the way that tarot goes, sometimes this can be external or internal. I'll read it as if it's internal. I'll also give you another message in case it's external for you, because clearly there's two energies here. Ooh. The way I wanted to read it, it feels like this tower, this divine intervention. This is like kind of a destructive energy, but it's a very sudden event that happens. It can be falling apart, it could be falling out. For some, separation, for example. It can also be an epiphany of some kind. This looks like two versions of yourself. The Hermit is always our higher self, all right, the one that guides us forward, the one that has all the wisdom, leads with hope. And the Page of Wands is a childlike energy. It's almost like your younger self, that very creative, anything is possible part of yourself. There is a falling out between these two energies. Now, one thing I will say for some of you, this childlike energy is, you know, that creative side of yourself that believes things are, you know, anything can happen. I can have all these things. It's creative. Just like children, they think they can do anything, right? There is a part of you that has that still. But the Hermit, in this case, may be the side of yourself who's been through that dark night of the soul. You know, you've been through a lot of challenges. You do still have both of these sides within yourself. But I feel like make sure that this part of yourself is not dampening the dreams of this Page of Wands. Like I said with despondent, self-worth, I feel like there could be a voice here that is, it's grounding you, but it might be really dampening on your parade. Like I think that's why a balance is coming in. Like be grounded with your ideas, but also understand that anything can happen. Like you can have anything that you want and desire. It's manifestation. You just have to see yourself as worthy. It kind of feels, both of them have a stick, by the way, like a staff. I just feel like there's a clash of these energies. They're not getting along at the moment. You know, the Hermit seems to be trying to control the childlike energy of the Page of Wands, sees it as immature, has a lot to learn. And the Page of Wands is seeing the Hermit as like a killjoy. It's like a killjoy. It's being too serious. You're not being passionate enough. I don't know. It feels like there's an energy within you that's doing that. This could be between you and somebody else as well, but who knows? There's a falling out here. I think maybe that's why there's a lot of inaction or feeling tied up in your readings, because you're almost having this challenge within your own mind, within your own self. It's very interesting. And Spirit is saying both of these can coexist with each other. This is why there is a need for balance here. I really do feel like it. Let's clarify the Temperance card. Of course, it's about patience as well. That's where I feel like the making peace with the situation is important. You also have the Queen of Wands, which is all about confidence. Nine of Swords here, worrying, feeling stuck, thinking only about the problems and the issues and all the things you have to be doing here. Take a break if you can. Temperance. Make sure that when you have free time, you're spending it actually balancing yourself, not worrying about things that are, you know, for tomorrow or the day after, or in a year's time. Queen of Wands is about understanding your creativity, your passions, your strength. She's very ambitious. Both of these are very Sagittarius energies, by the way, as well. But she's strong. She faces the sun. She has that sunflower for a reason. She's creative. She's warm. She's welcoming. She knows her worth. My goodness. She has a very alluring, attractive energy. And again, she's very creative. She's a very good leader as well. So for a lot of you, these are traits that you have within yourself, but maybe you're feeling again out of it because of whatever this Hermit is. This clashing. It's not even just the Hermit. It's both of them. So some of you need to, again, rebalance yourself so that you're able to kind of rebuild your confidence again. 8 of Cups. Walking away from feelings, emotions, beliefs, anything that's making you feel tied up, okay? Or anything that's making you feel, again, a lack of confidence here. One more for that Tower. This is that despondence, by the way. It's like, I'm not really happy with what I got, but I'm also not open to anything else. And I knew that those two were kind of creating this despondence anyway, so it's kind of a similar vibe. Don't let people put fear in you, by the way, either. Right, let's get some other messages for this week for my lovely Capricorns. The Wild card, it's a new beginning coming through. All right, a new cycle is beginning here. Ace of Swords, there's truth. Ace of Cups, there's new loving energy. 2 of Swords, it's coming from a decision though. And potentially, again, that balance. Maybe, again, what you have to leave behind is important. It's a big decision, but it is going to lead into new love, a new sense of mental clarity, knowing what it is that you need to do, and victory. Okay? And again, patience with yourself is so important. But this is also about peace. I really feel like this week is really about you mostly than what it is about the things around you. Like they really want you to make sure that you are balanced and in harmony with yourself, because there is a clash going on within you. All right, my angels, that is what I have for you. I know a little bit of a deep reading. Maybe it only resonates with a few of you, but I hope whoever it resonates with, it gives you some guidance if necessary. Just remember, this is what you're going into. The Wild card, a new cycle, a new love, new self-love, new peace, new emotional beginning, new victory, clarity, understanding. So whatever is unclear will be clear, but it does feel like you have to cut something out or no longer give to a certain thing. Okay? Or surrender, whatever it is in your story. But anyway, love you guys, wish you all the best, and I will see you guys next time. All right.